Look at the little olive. Alright Pisces, welcome to your reading for this beautiful month of September, mainly for the first 2 weeks of September, as we'll be posting another reading mid-month, so keep an eye out for that. This is of course a general reading, so if you do want a personal reading with me, then send me an email, solitairethesailor@gmail.com. Okay, let's see what messages are here for you. I feel like for some reason, some of you Pisces are feeling hurt. You guys are feeling like either your ego is wounded or your heart is, aching. You guys are in pain. You guys are feeling a bit disillusioned about something. You guys are feeling hurt, just hurt. So hopefully that pain goes away, and hopefully these messages are valuable to you and will help you heal. All right. Okay, so Pisces. The first card is giving an overall indication of the energies at play for you for the first 2 weeks or for around this whole time of September. And we have 6 of Wands. Okay, so 6 is a very harmonious number in the tarot, very good card. And Wands is fire energy. So this is about your passion, what gets you excited, what motivates you, why are you doing this, what are you driven by? And I feel like overall you guys are finding that balance. I know you guys had a really good reading for August, and you guys were like really in your zone, in your element. You guys were killing it, and I feel like maybe emotionally or beneath the surface or on some level deep down you guys are feeling a bit hurt, but the cards, to me, the cards don't lie, and this is good energy. This is like you guys are, regardless of what's going on, you guys are keeping your demeanor, your dignity. You guys are like fearless about what you're doing, and you guys aren't backing down. Not backing down in like you guys are aggressive or anything like that, but I do feel like you guys are standing your ground. You guys are not giving in. You guys are not showing any signs of weakness, and you guys are feeling proud. You guys are like, really okay with yourselves and comfortable and even, happy with yourselves, and you guys are not going to cut yourself short or sell yourself short. You guys aren't going to sacrifice your integrity and your ideals for anybody else. You guys aren't backing down. So, I mean, this is good energy. Again, it's very harmonious. But of course this could be a bit intimidating, and I feel like you guys should just enjoy this high, as life is a roller coaster. Not to scare you guys or anything like that. I really sincerely don't mean to bring you guys down, but I do feel like you want to kind of savor the moment and take advantage of this time now and how you're feeling. Kind of keep that in your pocket for a rainy day, if you will. And right now everything's good. You guys are proud. You guys are fearless. You guys feel you guys standing up straight more, and you guys are just comfortable in yourselves. Just make sure that you're not being too overconfident or cocky, not being arrogant, because again, I feel like right now you guys are feeling so high, so accomplished, that you may, without even realizing it, start to treat people a bit differently and kind of adopt this kind of attitude where it's like, well, everything's working out for me, so it's almost like you guys are not showing mercy anymore to some people, to certain people, not all of you Pisces, but it's like, things are going so well for you that you find it hard to believe that if things are not going well for other people, that they're working as hard as they can. So it's like, well, you just need to work harder, or you need to do that, and you're not really acknowledging the other factors that are at play, because things are working out so well for you. And it's almost like, well, if things aren't working out for you, that's your fault. You're feeling more like, well, I'm doing everything that I should be doing, and that's why things are working out for me. And if they're not working out for you, then that's your fault. So that's not all of you Pisces, but just keep that in mind that, it's kind of like, don't forget the people that helped you, or that you kind of learned from on your way to where you are now. All right, so the next card is something for you guys to be aware of. So something that should be brought to your attention, Pisces. And we have Seven of Cups. Okay, so to me, this card represents Pisces very well, because the Seven of Cups is all about fantasy, daydreams, kind of blurring the lines between real and fake. So I feel like your fantasies really need to be brought to your attention, kind of looked at under a microscope, because for some of you Pisces, you're letting your imagination run wild. You guys may be carried off into fantasy land, and you guys may be getting a bit carried away. And you may be, again, it's like you guys are on cloud 9. You guys are feeling really high, really good about yourselves, which is of course good. I feel like a lot of you have worked really hard, and you guys deserve to be where you are. But at the same time, you don't get carried away, and don't lose sight of what is important to you. Don't lose sight of the people that actually matter to you, and don't be too caught up in yourself and in your own world that you turn away people or turn away opportunities that you will regret. Okay, so the Seven of Cups is definitely about following your dreams, following your heart, and letting that creative side of you come out, letting that imaginative side of you come out. And so possibly, for some of you, you're going to be exploring more artistic and creative endeavors, and maybe you're going to be going back to, doing something that satisfies your, creative itches, your artistic needs. And, this could be anything from writing, like poetry or story writing, or possibly drawing, painting, maybe, designing things online, anything that sort of, gets the creative juices flowing. So some of you, maybe trying to channel this proud energy, this confidence that you have in yourself, and instead of kind of directing that at other people and making other people feel bad, maybe it's good to express that in other ways, and to create something positive for other people while you have this energy, while you are motivated and inspired. But again, the Seven of Cups definitely to me has this sentiment of illusion, and this kind of almost like this you guys are on cloud 9, but it has the potential to kind of darken, to gray, and to rain. And I don't mean to rain on your parade, but this is definitely something to be aware of and to be mindful of. The fact that not everyone sees things the way you do. Everyone is living a different reality, and so you can't expect people to understand you 100% or to see where you're coming from. And I feel like you need to meet certain people halfway. Okay, so general advice for you Pisces, we have Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, wow. So we have earth energy here. We've got fire, water energy, and now earth energy here. So this Page of Pentacles is, as general advice, this is interesting because this Page of Pentacles in reverse signifies an insecurity of some sort about one's future, about one's ability, about one's talents. And so as general advice, maybe with the rest of the cards here, it could be indicating, to kind of adopt more, not of a pessimistic or a negative mind state, but try to, poke holes in your own plans, your own dreams, just for the sake of having, contingency plans, having, being prepared for all the possibilities, all the hypotheticals, all the things that could go wrong. Not to say that things are going to go wrong, but it's always better to be prepared. Again, these two cards here are like all about, being on cloud nine, having, being in a really good place and being happy, but being a bit detached from the earth, from reality. And this, like I said, is earth energy. This is bringing you back down to reality. As general advice, this is like kind of prepare for the worst, expect the best, prepare for the worst, prepare for, a possible outcome that you won't like. Again, you want to make sure you're covering all your bases. So general advice, this is like, just pretend that the worst could go wrong. This is not saying that the worst will go wrong. This is not an outcome position. This is a general advice position of this card. So as a Page of Pentacles, this is like, imagine, like, have a lot of, plans, a lot of, like, be prepared, basically, is what I'm saying. Like, I guess just don't prepare for everything to go right. And I feel like this is kind of like common sense, but I feel like some of you Pisces need to remember this, because you guys are used to things going so right, going so well. Don't spend things, like, don't spend based on on projected incomes or projected resources, projected money that you have. I guess go with the bare minimum, at least for now. It's better to, do less and have more later on down the line for, again, for a rainy day. Save that energy, save stress for yourself, your family, and save your money now, so that you're not in a bad situation later. Because I feel like, you guys are on a high. You guys may be overspending, or like spending possibly within your means, but not within your budget. So I'm not saying that things are going to go wrong, but I feel like strongly these cards are saying that you want to be really practical, almost frugal right now, because there are things, possibly things that will kind of set you back a little bit. Okay, so the outcome card then for you Pisces, we have Death in reverse. Okay, so don't freak out. I don't mean to scare you guys. 1 second here. Alright, so I don't mean to frighten you guys. This Death card does not mean anything negative, especially when it comes reverse. Although, this, as an outcome, this is like you guys maybe refusing to see things for what they are. So I hate to deliver bad news, especially when you guys have had such good news. This doesn't have to be all bad. Remember, I feel like these cards are here to warn you, to prepare you, so that you can avoid all this. Okay, these cards are your friends, they're not your enemies, and don't shoot the messenger as well. All right, so the Death card in reverse is like, as an outcome card, it's like, there are going to be changes. There are going to be, things that you may not necessarily like and that may scare you at first going on. So maybe changes in your finances, changes in your home life, or I don't feel like it's unexpected expenses coming up, but I do feel like there's something that's changing that will affect you, probably financially, and again, possibly emotionally. So maybe there's going to be some sort of betrayal in your relationship, or something where a situation, financial or in your job, where you thought you had the upper hand. It's like, really maybe you didn't look at all of the facts, or, now you're kind of in a situation that you didn't foresee, and that is possibly, going to lead you to take a hit. But anyways, this Death card is like, is a change, and at first it's not going to be good, and it's going to be like such a shock. It's going to be a surprise, and you're not going to know how to deal with it. But I genuinely do feel like this is going to be a blessing in disguise. This is going to be good for you guys, if you just kind of try to have the faith and the patience to realize that things do happen in divine timing, and if you're being denied something, if a door is closing, another one is opening. You just have to open your eyes to lift your chin up a little bit so that you can actually see what's going on around you. Again, bring yourself back down to earth. Don't live in this fantasy world where you're kind of avoiding things, because this death card in reverse is like you guys are resisting the change. You guys are really refusing to open up your eyes. And I do feel like this could come from poor planning, or you guys are a bit too proud. You guys are in fantasy world and you guys don't want to come down. You don't want to come back down to earth. So again, this doesn't have to be all bad. This is, I just feel like, preparing you for the worst outcome. I feel like some of you guys are doing well, but you want to be preparing for the worst to happen. I would prepare for the worst in this case. But I do feel like, acceptance is going to be key here. Having faith is going to be key. Try not to control and nitpick everything. Yes, you have to analyze and you have to prepare, but learn to recognize what you can accept, what you can control, and what you need to let go, and just relax, take that deep breath in, because once you start to see things for what they are and you are more honest with yourself about what you can and cannot do, what you can and cannot change in your current situation, until you grasp that, you're going to be stuck where you are. This death card in reverse is like, you guys are resisting, you guys are delaying your own progress. So main take-home message, I guess, for you, Pisces, is to get back down to earth, get off your cloud. Not to say that you guys can't be hopeful and inspired, but you want to be covering all your bases and preparing for the worst. And if something you don't like or that seems a bit harsh to you is happening, don't resist the change. You don't want to be kicking and screaming. Try to act with a bit of grace, because that will lead you to see exactly how you can make the best of that situation, and it's only going to advance the change, advance the progress. You don't want to be delaying and getting stuck where you are. So everybody, thank you very much for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, so that you can stay updated with my readings, and like this video if you found this helpful or valuable, and I'll see you guys next time.